Your latest news update from Western Mass News.
I'm Chris Pisano with a look at your headlines. The state releasing its weekly COVID-19 data. The current 7-day positivity rate is 7.13%. The state says it's conducted more than 102,000 PCR tests over the last 6 days, and 57 people have died in the past week due to COVID-19. State health officials also announcing a 4th case of West Nile virus in Massachusetts. The patient, a man in his 80s who was exposed in Middlesex County, which is an area known to be at increased risk. Right now, residents are being urged to take precautions to avoid mosquito bites. And new information regarding the 2022 Mayflower Marathon. We now know the fundraising event will be held at MGM Springfield. Back in July, the Basketball Hall of Fame announced they would no longer be hosting the event after 20 years. The food drive will be held outside the South End Market and parking garage at MGM. The event kicking off at 5:30 a.m. Monday, November 21st and running through 10 a.m. Wednesday, November 23rd.
I'm meteorologist Jana Brown with a check of your forecast. High pressure takes over our weather for tonight and Friday, leading to some cool and crisp conditions out there tonight, and then a sunny and warm afternoon on tap to end the week. High pressure will slide to the south as we head towards Saturday and Sunday. Temperatures will start warming up as our wind flow shifts more to the west and southwest, and that will start bringing in the higher humidity as well, especially the second half of the weekend. And we'll be watching for our next weather system later next week. Now, looking at the next 3 days, we've got good sunshine, especially Friday and Saturday. Sunday, more clouds with highs only up to about 80 and feeling a bit muggier. Monday also feeling humid with a mix of sun and clouds. And then we have more clouds on tap for Tuesday and likely scattered showers. A shower or thunderstorm could linger Wednesday with high humidity. Then we dry out a little bit toward the end of the week, though we could see a spot shower develop on Friday for the start of the Big E. However, refreshing air should follow for the weekend.
Stay with Western Mass News on air, online, and on our app throughout the day for breaking news, weather, and exclusive content.